We trying to get paid.
Making money, make it dollar, dollar.
We trying to get paid.
Making money,
Yeah,
make
you
it.
save and invest, stacking up checks. Let's go.
What's going on, everyone? Sal here, back again with another video. I've got an opportunity for you to make some money in the SPX or the SPY, whichever product you trade of the S&P 500, that I believe is going to be very lucrative for you. We don't have many opportunities like this where we're able to clearly see a product here that is overextended and take advantage of that, and I suggest you do that with the trade I'm about to present. We look at the 3-day chart here. We can clearly see that the S&P 500 index is overextended. We're well above the 10 moving average here on price. We're starting to see some consolidation. Let's look at the daily chart here. Both, what I would consider to be doji candlesticks, looking here quite extended away from the 10 moving average here. RSI is elevated at 67. Let's look even further down to the 4-hour, and I really won't go any lower than that, but we can see the consolidation building here. But again, we're still in a bull market, so I want to give the stock, or the product rather, the opportune time to go a little bit further in price. I don't see why 40, 80, 40, 85 is out of the question, but I have an opportunity here to sell out of the money calls, and I want to present that to you here. So let's go ahead and post that trade up. All right, and I've got a trade that puts us at 12 days. We're going to sell the 4130 call against the 4160 call. I'm going to risk about $2,400, $2,500 to make $560. I think this is a great trade that positions you to, still be able to be beyond 4,100, but also understand that, we could be tested at 40.90 or 40.85. I don't think that's out of the question. We've actually tapped that here recently. So I want to use that as my top and take advantage and kind of spread my risk over a couple days. I think this is a trade that you can be in until next week. And if you want, just claim 50% of max gain. The probability overall is over 70% for this trade. But again, I just really like, being on top of the price action here and, being in an overextended situation. Now, going back to the chart, let me take that down. Going back to the chart, there are opportune times where this is, showed up, previously. And what you see here, again, taking the same kind of levels or extension from the 10 moving average, same levels of RSI, what you saw was, clearly a product that couldn't continue to keep going up, right? It seems to be a limit to how high the market could continue to go. So that's why I want to copy that scenario. And in this environment, we understand who's in charge of the markets here, but at the same time, they still want to make it look real, right? They can give us 10% a month every single month if they really wanted to, but they still got to make it look legitimate here. That's why in this trade, I'm not playing to the downside, because I really don't know how aggressive a sell-off could be, because we are, again, below support for the VIX, which has been, I would say, 20 for a very, very long time. And what's interesting about being at these levels of the VIX, if you kind of go back to prior to the COVID sell-off, you see that the market really underperforms beta. You still get a market that goes higher, but you don't get the 1.4, the 1.6, the 1.7% gains that you see now, because we are at a relatively elevated VIX state, or we were at a relatively elevated VIX state for what we had been over the last 5 to 7 years. So I'm really excited about what this trade could possibly do. Let me know what you think about it. But yeah, that's the trade, folks. And looking at these candlesticks on the 4-hour, looking at what we're seeing here on the daily, right? Looking at what we're seeing on the 3-day, I'm very happy to be at those elevated call positions and selling that premium while the market tries to figure out what it wants to do. Again, I don't doubt that it continue to go higher. I just believe that within the 12 days, or you can go out to 24 days, we are not going to get beyond 1.42% of where we are right now. It's your boy Sal. Tell me what you think about the trade. Leave a comment. Until next time, tomorrow's another trading day. Trade well.